Hello, welcome back. Now let's learn the importance of using if activity inside ADF. So you could find if condition or if activity inside iteration, and by using this activity you could filter your data into different. Say you could evaluate a condition, and if the condition evaluated into true, you could execute certain action, and if the condition evaluated to false, you could execute certain other condition. Say for example, if you want to evaluate whether the file is updated yesterday, and if the condition is returning true, then you could execute copy activity. And if the file is updated last week, you could discard it. Similar kind of expression you could evaluate, and based on the result, based on true result, you could execute certain action. Based on false result, you could execute certain other actions. So let's see how we could use if condition activity in ADF. Now, if you want to learn and master Azure Data Factory, you could join our paid course. You could find the link in our video description. And this course comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee, and you could find 20 hours of on-demand video which cover most of the Azure Data Factory related scenarios. So let's back to ADF. Now you could find if condition inside iteration, or you could search for if. Now let's drag if condition. Now inside basic configuration, we could specify the name, description and activity. But the important configuration is expression. You need to specify one expression. Now if you click on the dynamic content, you could see we could use parameter, system variable, functions and variable. But I want to use the output of our get metadata activity. Now if you look at the output, you could see we have get metadata activity, and if you look at the details of that, you could see the file size. We are getting 182. Similarly, other informations are there. Now if you look at the file, it's 182 byte. Now what I am going to do is I'm going to connect the output of get metadata file to if condition, and let's rename if condition file size. Let's go to activity and let's add dynamic content, and we could find the size, file size from the get metadata output. So let's select get metadata file size. Now we need to evaluate it. We need to evaluate it with a value. So we could use function called greater. So I'm going to use greater. Let's specify 200. So if this value is greater than 200, it will return true. And if the value is less than 200, it will return false. Now the current value is 182, which is less than 200, so it will return false. Now we could add activity into true condition as well as false condition. Now we could double click, or we could use this pencil icon. Now we are inside if condition activity, which is located inside our pipeline. Now let me add a wait condition. Let's name it as wait true 2 seconds. So if the condition is true, I'm going to wait 2 seconds. Similarly, we could add a wait activity inside false, and I'm going to wait for 10 seconds. Now let's go back. Now let's cross check the configuration. Wait activity 10 will wait 10 seconds. Then our get metadata folder will get executed. And for each file names, we are executing wait activity using for each activity. Also, we are evaluating the information about our department table. And we will extract some of the key field. So we will extract all this information, and by using the file size, we are evaluating whether the file size is greater than 200 or not. If the file size is greater than 200, we will execute wait true 2 seconds, and if it is less than 200, we will execute wait false 10 seconds. Now let's execute our pipeline and let's cross check the configuration. Now as we expected, our pipeline executed successfully, and you could see if condition file size. And based on the output of if condition, we executed wait false 10 seconds. Because our file size is less than 200, 182. Because it's less than 200, we executed false condition. Let's update the condition again. Now instead of 200, I'm going to specify 150. Now this time it's going to return true because 182 is greater than 150. So let's see the execution. And our execution is completed, and you could see if condition executed, wait true 2 seconds is executed because 192 is greater than 150. That's why this condition returned true and we executed our true wait condition. So by using if activity, you could evaluate a condition, and if the condition returned true, you could execute certain action. And if the condition returned false, you could execute some other actions. And it's very useful, and it helps us to branch our pipeline execution into different branch based on the conditions. So that's all for this video. Thanks for watching.